right. In context, although many of you have an educated eye and you know real well, you know if this is Indian trace, it's Eastern, all Eastern Central North Carolina. These are my display quality big Guilfords. Now, I have lots of artifacts, and you all have lots of artifacts out there, and so many of our artifacts, they're all worthy of display, depending on where we are and depending on, who wants to see them, display them, show them. So I wanted to be able to take an opportunity today and show people what constitutes one holding place of the Guilford point for big ones. I do have some small ones, and I've done some videos before, and it was hard for me to do this video today and get all these out. Not hard to set up. I mean, we have to figure out a time to use our time, I guess, creatively with all this crap going on. Just show you this layout first before we do some close-ups. I will say this, the quartz point, which was basic quartz points in my display, I deleted that video because you two seemed to have a problem with some music I was playing in the room, in the background, was not spliced digitally into the video or anything. It was playing on a different device. So I could use worse words, but the heck with them, and I deleted it. I will be slave to no man, especially to a company that decides it's going to try to violate my First and Fourth Amendment rights. That's illegal search and seizure. We're not going to get into it all. I remember when I first saw some Guilford points and a friend of mine here, and he collects, and I looked at them and I said, you know what? I don't know if I'll ever find such points. Those are incredible. Long, like these. These are very long. These are all, what you're looking at is all over 2 inches right here. These here are 2 inches alone. These ones that seem to be smaller in the middle, but the rest are very large. That's why I had to pull way back to get all these in there. But I don't get the chance to do it that often or show them. And some of you are new, and those of you who are new, some just, I have some who do their homework and they just go back through video after video of great finds, and I appreciate it. But human nature, some people that come through and are new just click the new ones, and that's it. They either move on or what have you. Here's a great point. Both these points here are from Notchville. This point right here is from the Falcon. I'm not going to handle them a whole lot. This point I know is heavy duty. Very thick, very strong. Would have got the job done, no question. But I think they'll speak for themselves and as to why they earned a place. And I want to do my best just to film and show you the best I could do in 7 years of intelligent collecting, I guess you could say. Now, I have been trying to find things for 8 years, but that first year was just research and development. It was literally scouting out. You know how it is, scouting out places. I could go into, love that point from the Falcon, U2's archive of non-copyrighted music, ambient music or whatever, but the way I'm feeling about what they do to people's privacy, let alone what they're willing to allow people to do in terms of marketing and money gains, which is okay to make money. Don't hear me wrong on this, but in terms of using their own money to do or to, I guess, come across as credible when they're not credible and they've paid money to indicate that they're credible. Wouldn't it be credible if I had 20,000 likes or who knows, 20,000 views? Would that make a video credible? See, I don't get involved in that hype. Never wanted to and never will monetize my channel. The heck with that. This is just a medium of communication that I shared with so many people who have asked and commented. I love this point right here from the hawk, really, right next to the falcon. It's just Guilford straight bass right next to it. See, that's a Guilford Yuma. It's from Notchville too. And here's pretty much a Guilford straight bass from Saponi. Just absolutely ancient pieces. You're looking at about 6, 7, 8,000 BC. For sure 5,000 BC. That's just modest. The Guilford Yumas indeed 7, 8,000 BC. Like this. Staggering. Now, indeed, I'm fine with it. It's definitely, that's a statement that in terms of people's archaeological view and their religious views, it's open to debate, which is fine. Everyone out there has to work out their own salvation with fear and trembling. And I'm comfortable with archaeological periods that have been represented, at least in the practical standpoint of everything. Nice point from the Rise. And I've understood it. Even in terms of my relationship with God, it's been powerful. And so being able to say 6,000 BC or 7,000 BC, 8 or 9,000 BC, I'm telling you, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, maybe I wouldn't be able to say that, but I've learned and understood some things. Look at this point, a little bit smaller, but fantastic. One of the first Guilfords that I found in Mecca. And, you know, both with the perceptions that we have of what we consider a great find is, to what we consider a find that we don't even value, and some guys and whatever don't even collect them or bring them in. Like, for example, hammerstones. I've heard some fellas don't even pick them up and bring them in even if they're credible pieces, really great pieces. That's a great piece from Mecca as well. Look at this piece, a G10 from one of the first finds I found at the clay pot. And so I think perceptions change in all areas, and that I try to keep myself open to considering things. And that's why all comments and all context that's shared with me in comments, I always think about it. I consider it. It's a sweet point. Look at this point. Rhyolites. You're looking at heavy rhyolite dosage. Guilford Round, Guilford Yuma. I mean, this Guilford Yuma. Well, Overstreet has it pegged at about 75, 8,000 BC. The Yumas. The Rounds are a little bit younger, I suppose. 7,000, 6,500 BC. Staggering. Here's another Guilford Yuma. I think that these pieces, the Guilfords, they have an elegance. It's one reason I like them. It's the smaller ones. Those just happen to be in the same tray in the box. I do have a box that holds a bunch of small ones as opposed to these big ones. So just wanted to open the stage so you get a close-up in perfect natural light for these Guilfords. If you don't get to find a Guilford, you know, they're close to, you know, what people find and they call agate basins. I guess they're close to the bigger version in Flint of Sedalias. Close. I just said close, you know, just the same spirit, I guess. I mean, big piece of Flint. I've seen people finding them. I mean, remember Spike? He hasn't posted in a while, but he found what he calls Sedalias that are just mind-blowing. All right. Let me leave it at that for right this second. And here, wait till you see. You've got to go ahead and click and see, because I'm going to finish out with these over here that I haven't got to, and those are absolute screamers. When it came to Guilfords, those are my prized possessions. These all are. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't even know how to keep context anymore. I'm really challenged by it all. Hope you find out there.